Hi, here's another video. I've been having a look at this vintage Sony Walkman model WMFX41 on the internet. This is the original listing, and if you have a look here, the seller says that it's for parts, not working, and it comes with the original box and the headphones, and it's purchased in 1995 and from a smoke-free home, and it's £18 plus £3.39 postage. So I've paid for it, and here it is. It's arrived. So first thing I've got to do is get it out of this box, and I'll just speed this section up, and I will be speeding certain sections up just to make the video shorter. So I'll just get the unit out of the box, as you can see there, and get this box out of the way. It's well packaged, by the way. Okay, just show you around the box. It's from 1995, so it is a bit untidy in places. So if I just get the unit out and show you, it's got a receipt here, and this receipt is for some headphones from Dixon's. Not these headphones, it's for some over-ear headphones. Okay, so you got the instruction manual here, and then you got these other manuals and guarantees for the headphones. Put that to one side, and it comes with these 3.5 mil extensions for headphones, and these, I think they're part of the in-ear headphones, and these are the headphones here, original Sony in-ear headphones. These are the original ones, I believe. So if we just get the unit out and have a look, and it's missing the belt clip on the back, but just open it up and have a look inside, see what we got. And for some reason it's got this styrofoam in there covering the playhead, so I'll just get that out of the way. I don't know if that's the original packaging or what. I'll just remove that and show you inside, and it's a fairly tidy unit, not worn or anything. So what I'm going to do is just give it a quick wipe down, just so we can see what we're working with. I'll just speed this section up, like I said before, speed up certain sections just to make the video as short as I can. Okay, so let's just pop this battery cover open and pop a couple of batteries inside to see what we're working with, or see what state it's in. Like I said, the seller has stated that it doesn't work, and they're selling it at spares and repairs. And as you can see there, we've got no LCDs coming on at all, and no lights. I'll show you the top part there where all the switches are. I think this switch is for the sound levels, and let me just mess about these switches, and so far nothing. So if I press play, there's no movement on the playhead or the take-up wheel, as you can see there, and forward and rewind, still nothing, no movement at all. So far the unit seems like it's dead. Okay, so what I'm going to do, instead of plugging headphones in, I've got this USB speaker with the headphone jack, and I'll just plug that in just to see if I can get any sound from it. So I'll just plug that in the headphone jack there, headphone socket, and as you can see here, now it's come on. You can see the LCD panel there. It's we've got a display, so it's powered on. So there's obviously a power fault somewhere, because I know the batteries are good. So I'll just mess about with these switches, see what I can get. See if I can get the radios to come on. Being as I got the LCD to come on, and that's just for the cassette tape and the volume there. Can't get anything. I can hear the alarm beeping though. Yeah, and it's gone off again, as you can see. So there's quite clearly a power issue somewhere with the unit. And as you can see, the power's come back on again. And now I've got the radio to work, which is good. This is just search. And you can see I'm finding channels here. So there's quite clearly a power issue somewhere. Let's try a different channel. And that seems to be working fine, so radio seems to be working fine anyway. I think the switch is for the maximum volume. Okay, well the radio works anyway, so let me have a look at the cassette, see what I can get from that. Switch over to the tape, and if I press play, now the heads take up wheel spinning, so let me just pop a cassette in and see what we can get. And that seems to be working as well, as you can hear. And it says tape when you press play. So that's good so far. So let me just try the directions. Let me turn the directions over and see if that works. It's one of these buttons on the top. Yep, so it's playing side B now. So that's a good sign. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do now is find out where the power fault lies. Could be something inside. So what I'll do is pop these batteries out and disconnect the headphones, because I will have to remove the cover. Hold on, I can see a problem here. I think there's been a battery leak inside. If you look inside here, there's a bit of rust, so at some stage the battery was leaking. So what I'm going to do is just pop the back cover off. There's just 4 screws on the back. Let me just do this part lively, just to save time. And then once I've got all the screws removed, it's just sort of a matter of carefully prizing the back cover off, which can be a bit of a nightmare. Just going to unclip it. And you see I've managed to get the back cover off there. And straight away I can see. Let me give you a close up here. And I'll give you a little freeze frame here. You can see the battery terminals corroded. That's why there was no power or intermittent power. So what I'm going to do, get my Dremel out and just clean up the terminal. Just get my little grinder bit on the end. And this is my Dremel. I'm just going to see if I can get rid of the rust off the battery terminal. Because I think that's what the problem is. Because it's rusty, it's not making good contact, it's just making it intermittent. So here you can see we're just getting rid of the rust. The Dremel was blowing into the microphone, that's why it sounds so muffly. But just clean up the terminal a bit. And I'm pretty satisfied with that. So what I'm going to do is just use some of this platinum cleaner just to clean around the housing, the battery housing, where it's got remnants of rust or where the battery was leaking. And I've done that. I'm just going to put a bit of oil around it so it doesn't rust again. Just going to put a bit of oil around the spring or the battery terminal. And I'm pretty satisfied with that. That's nice and clean. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that. So I'll just pop the batteries in and see what happens. Press play. See, it works straight away now. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now that I've got back cover on, I'm just going to change this drive belt, because they do tend to perish after a few years after a couple of decades. This belt seems to be intact, but I'm going to change it anyway now that I've got the battery cover off, because they do perish. So I've got a selection of belts here. It's just a matter of finding the right size. I'm satisfied with this size, so it's just a matter of feeding it around the motor, the drive motor, and one of the capstans here, and then just fit it around a second capstan here. And I'll just turn it manually, just make sure it's seated. Okay, I'm going to just pop the batteries in and try that. Obviously it was working before. Yep, I'm happy with it. Let me just turn the volume up. Yes, I'm pretty happy with that. That's the actual speaker there. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Then let me just try the direction, and that seems to be working fine as well, which it was before anyway, but just checking it since I've replaced the belt, and I'm pretty happy with that. So let me show you the old belt. It's a little bit stretchy, so it's just a matter of discarding that. And then what I'm going to do is just a bit of maintenance, just put a bit of grease around this drive here. Zoom in and show you. Just put a bit of grease around here. It's got white grease around it already, but let me just add a bit more to it. I think there's a cam that drives along this, so I'll just put a bit of grease inside there, not too much. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is put the unit back together. So it's just a matter of popping the back cover back on, like so. Just clips on, and you had that snap together there. So it's just a matter of putting the 4 screws back in. Just check around and make sure it's seated okay, which it is. All I've got to do now is put the 4 screws back in, and I'll do that lively also, just to make the video shorter. So you can see me just putting the 4 screws back in for the back cover. Okay, it's fully assembled. So let me just show you here. That's the actual speakers. I've got to give them a bit of clean as well. That's the actual tape playing there. And let me just show you the whole thing. I've tidied the box up a little bit, and these are just the instructions and everything that came with it. And that's the invoice for the overhead headphones, which I haven't got. So with that, thanks for watching once again, guys, and please subscribe.